Corner News, where truth speaks. Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Yeah. Bless his head, bless his head, bless his head. Yeah. See, I've been going through some things you don't know. Been holding too long, I can't hold it no more. The old man wants to kill me, but he don't know that I've been dying daily, so we gon' fall. Even if I do fall, I don't stay too long. I may go fast to pray and add on one thing. 2 chapters every day, Genesis to Revelation, gonna read, hold your pace. I can say things written in the past was for today. Oh, when I be all up in them scriptures, no, them demons can't get in addition, no. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he. I've been reading to learn, you know, how the devil use those that don't know themselves. Or how the Most High God knows those that will be the pure gold standing in the end. Oh, how we will rise if we die in the ride. The dead that's in Christ will meet us in the sky. Gotta read from 9 to 5, the devil hide in the grass like a roaring lion. Hold that, James 1:25. Don't forget the when I read and gotta hold inside. Whoa. When I be all up in them scriptures, no, them demons can't get in addition, no. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Yeah. Blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read.
I'm fixing myself, I'ma get it right. It's very dark here, I'ma need your light. I'ma follow anywhere you go, anywhere. Pick up then I gotta let you know. Let you know you leave me cause I cannot let you go. Cannot let you go. You leave me cause I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I won't let you. I won't let you down. I won't let you. I won't let you down. I made up my mind. Want this forever. You're too hard to find. You are a treasure. Rain or shine, I'ma hold you down, not gon' waste your time. You was there for me all the time. Didn't know what I had, I was too blind. Yeah, you was always down for me. How did you put up with me? You was always good to me. Hey, let your blessings rain down on me. You bring out the best in me. Know you are my remedy. You was with me from the start. No, I kept you waiting, but I give to you my heart. I'ma follow anywhere you go, anywhere. Pick up, then I gotta let you know. Let you know you leave me cause I cannot let you go. Cannot let you go. You leave me cause I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I won't let you. I won't let you down. I won't let you. I won't let you down. I'ma get myself together for you. I'ma change my life, I'ma change it for you. You got the keys, I'm feeling free, I feel a lot, yeah. My foundation, they can't move me, you my rock, yeah. On my mind all the time around the clock, yeah. So influential, me and you can never stop, no, no. I'm Then people cannot come between us, they way out of line. Hey, when I'm with you, I shine like the stars in the constellation. This not ordinary, it's divine. Do you forgive me? Do you? I just wanna roll with you. Give my soul to you. Forever is my goal. I'ma follow anywhere you go. Anywhere. Pick up, then I gotta let you know. Let you know you leave me cause I cannot let you go. Can I let you go? You leave me cause I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I won't let you. I won't let you know. I won't you. Sabbath morning, make it hot, shake 'em down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Hey, I'm a workaholic, boy, don't play with me. Hey, no breaks, do this till the death of me. I'm with Elohim, careful what you say to me. Better watch your talk. We been the chosen ones, I heard you claim to be. Yeah. What do you got, hey, what do you got? What do you got, cause talk is cheap. What do you got, you see me say? Yeah, we got that remedy. What do you got, hey, what do you got? Heard you got that kill for me. What do you got, cause I need help? What do you got, cause talk is cheap? So I dedicate to do this every week. Yeah, we not moving corners, so they thinking that we weak. Yeah. Never get it twisted, ayy, don't sleep. We the sanctified, we pull up to your hood to clean the sheet. Yeah, and I'm blessed. Wolfie on the crest, yeah. All I do is raving, praying for the rest. To the east, from the west, on a quest, never rest. About that work, dog, about it, I'm obsessed, yeah. Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock.
Hit the block, make it hot, they be shocked, that's a wop. Watch a doctrine, head chop, body drop. Get the mop, this a jam, this a bop. For the flock, top of top, how much love, that's a lot. On the quest, not a yacht, got a Glock, it don't pop, that's a prop. Nigga stop, ain't no fear in the mirror, check your spirit watch. We just pick a corner, we any money on. From here to California, we pull up and it's a corner. Kamikaze sliding like conveyor bells. If you try to play the prophet, you gon' play yourself. Saturday to day, we on the way with hell. Big soldier, we take orders like okay, what else? Check the stats, all facts, never cap. We be everywhere we at, on the map, in the trap. Me and Ja, back to back, boots black, script strap. Whistles with that, this and that. Friday night, take a nap. We wake up, it's a wrap.
Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down. We go at it till about fight it, 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 till about fight it.
Yeah, we be on them highways, tell them be cool, we on the byways. Bring out the word, they looking sideways. I don't do it my way, we on them highways. Tell them be cool, we on the byways. Bring out the word, they looking sideways. I don't do this my way.
Israel United in Christ is not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We are a nonviolent, Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat, as stated in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Welcome to Four Corners News.
That's right. Truth speaks.
That's right. I'm Captain Zakar to my left,
Captain Severus.
to my right,
Captain Gad.
to my far left,
Officer Tobias.
and to my far right.
Officer Lyle.
We make up Four Corners News.
Brother forgot his name over there, goddamn.
Nah, you know what happened when he saw himself on the screen?
Yeah, that's
He didn't know he was that light.
Oh, he was looking.
He thought he saw the sun. All praises, bro.
Hey, welcome to another show of Four Corners News. We got a lot of information.
no place I'd rather be. Yo.
That's right.
To bring out to you. A lot happened, man. It's so much that happens in a week. We got to scale it down. So we pick the best articles that we could try to possibly edify you from. Stay tuned. Don't change the channel because we got 2 hours worth of news to bring out nonstop.
That's right.
Let's get to that
right.
first article that we got. We gonna touch on this. I don't think we've ever touched on this on Four Corners News. Let's talk a little bit about marriage. Let's
we
see.
never talked about
I don't know. We touched that.
only
we
like
touched
once,
that a lot.
twice.
Not really.
We touched marriage like every show.
Come on.
Wow,
now. When?
the spirit. Bring it
All
out.
praises.
Brother, I don't know what he talking about, but hey, somehow he makes it out of marriage in his mind. Read that for us, officer.
These psychologists say that the secret to your success is who you marry.
And that's every bit of true.
Good point.
The psychologists
Turn us up.
say
Yeah.
Turn us up.
that the
That's heavy.
secret to your success is who you marry.
That's heavy.
It is. It is. It's heavy. Let's go down. Let's read the article.
Look who wrote
It's not black woman wrote it, right?
Uh-huh.
It's nothing worse than having a woman that is against you, man.
Hey,
Ah,
hey, turn us up.
scroll down. Let's read the article, man.
Remember, man, it's a show. Don't turn this into no class, yo. I know.
Hey, it might, man.
I know
Nah,
y'all.
man.
Yeah.
I know y'all.
We
I know y'all
We'll do that.
already.
Woo! Here we go. Hey,
Can't
read,
teach enough about marriage,
read
bro.
that. Let's see what it
Woman
says.
down loose on the block.
Mr. Woman Down Loose.
yeah, bro.
It's gonna be your topic right here, man. We got to hold him back.
Yeah, we do. You know this is favorite
Hey, I
topic,
got
right?
8 precepts in my
Y'all.
back pocket right now.
Hey, let's read that, man. Let's jump down to after studying the third paragraph. Scroll down some. Yeah, let's read that. After studying.
After studying 163 married couples, psychologists found that subjects with supportive spouses were more likely to take on potentially rewarding challenges.
Now that the Bible speaks about that now, right? Ain't it in the let's get to the book of Sirach. Let me
Here we
go
go.
to the book of Sirach and see what it says about a woman. Let's see. Sirach chapter 25, and let's read verse 23. So they said 163 married couples. And those that are supportive, it says they take on potentially rewarding challenges. So it's an uphill battle. So they need a little bit of confidence booster to even take the first step, right? Read that in Sirach 25, verse 23. Let's read that.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
There we go. That's in the Bible. See, that's why the Bible, all of this stuff that they be talking about, the Bible been had the answers for it, man. It's the book of life. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage. Same thing, you got a wicked man. He destroy you too. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage. Make you not even want to take on challenges. Not even take that first step, right? If you ain't got a good supporting cat. Because just think about this. All around you, you got a lot of stuff that's telling you no. You got all of these factors out there in the world saying that you're going to fail, so you might as well not even try. Right. So you need that helpmeet to give you that support. But if you with a wicked one, they will abate the courage to make you not even try.
Right.
and you got the whole world against you.
Yes.
Right,
As
already.
a so-called black man in America, Hispanic, Native American, you got the whole world against you.
Right.
True.
Every system is against you.
Right.
And for your wife, that's the only person
Fix him
who
high.
you have to uplift you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the one you sleep next to is your wife, your husband.
Hey, what
Right.
they say? Your wife is supposed to be your ride or die.
Yeah,
Right,
you go.
ride or die.
There you go.
Hey, turn me up, y'all.
Don't be a straw. But those that drain the brother or drain the husband in the marriage,
yeah.
it's like having a straw on your back. She's sucking the life out of your body. That right there really gets me mad when I see something like that, where a woman is not but playing her role that God gave her to play. Basically, she's supposed to be that helpmate, like the scriptures say, right? Because she has the power. Can I pull a script? Are you done with that one?
Let me finish that. Read the
that
next part of that. Read it from the top. Go ahead.
A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart.
Oh, she'll destroy your mind, man.
Right.
A wounded heart means your mind is broken where you don't even believe in yourself as a man.
No.
Dang, something just popped up too. It was a little clip of a video I think we posted in the Marriages Honorable group about a woman talking to her husband. I'm going to find it. Finish reading it out.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress.
And distress would be that taking on challenges.
Right.
That distress would be a man who's on the borderline. Should I go back to school and get a higher education, or should I just stay with my job? That distress would be should I go to night school and go to work? That distress would be should I put a little bit of money away and sacrifice here? But if you don't have a woman that is behind you, a woman that will not comfort her husband in that kind of distress, read on.
Maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
He can't prosper. That's what the Lord's saying.
Right.
That it'll be harder for that man to prosper when you got that woman fighting against you every step of the way.
Yeah, that
you
life
can't
force.
do it.
That life
Go
force,
ahead,
that
Kev.
energy's gone.
Yeah.
She ain't doing what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to be speaking life, building you up, basically.
Yeah.
But if that's not happening, even brothers, I've heard brothers have good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Good ideas. But next thing you know, they'll run the idea by a woman and it's gone.
Just gone.
And then you'll run into that brother again. Hey, what happened?
Had a good idea.
What happened? You know what? I'm going to just stick to what I know. Pushing the broom, pushing these mocha lattes. That's it. That's all I know. I'm going to stick to it.
That's a Starbucks reference.
Yeah. Starbucks.
Go ahead, bring your script.
Oh, yeah. Proverbs 14:1, y'all. Tell y'all sisters, y'all have the power in your tongue.
Oh,
Here we go.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1.
Read out.
Every wise woman.
Every what?
Every wise woman.
Come on.
Buildeth her house.
She does what?
Buildeth her house.
Read.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
You see that? They have the ability to build that brother up, but still, what you gonna do with that ability? Most of our sisters are not doing that.
Right.
Hey, so
are not doing
basically,
that.
what you saying is what Proverbs 14:1 is saying. That negative Nancy, you are gonna hold your
negative Nancy.
You're gonna hold
That's
your
a good
man
one.
back. He might
Negative Nancy.
He might have some potential to be something greater than he is. But if you are negative Nancy, he will stay where he is.
Exactly.
And you're gonna be miserable too.
Hey, you know that negative Nancy is just complaining about every single day. Even when you do good,
Right.
complaining.
Bring it out.
I can't stand a complaint. Complain about. Hey, can I get a script?
Yeah, bring it out.
Let me get Sirach 26:2.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 2.
Negative Nancy's. Read that.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband.
Watch this next part.
And he shall fulfill the years of his life.
Come on.
In peace.
In what?
In
Damn.
peace.
Says, hey, if you good to the husband,
Right.
he gonna live in peace.
That's right.
Which one of your husbands got peace?
Hey, the husband on the other side just did this.
Damn. Who can say they got peace every day?
Hey, the first thing he did was this.
just telling you, man. Just like Cat was breaking out. Y'all got power, man. Y'all got power to bring peace.
There you go.
And y'all got power to bring stress.
Or he sit next to his wife, he'd be like, She looked at him like, oh, really?
Oh, really? Later, man.
Hey, let's go back to the article.
Our numbers just dropped.
Yeah.
Numbers just dropped.
I didn't come out here for this. I'll wait till hour 2.
We'll wait for next Thursday.
Pull this up.
Those who accepted challenges experience more personal growth, happiness, and psychological well-being just a few months later. We found support for the idea that the choices people make at these specific decisions points, such as pursuing a work opportunity.
That's what I said. Go ahead.
Matter a lot for their long-term well-being. Brooke Finney.
We don't need to read all that. Jump to the next one.
Many successful people have discussed the importance of having their spouse by their side throughout their career trajectory.
Yeah.
Former President Barack Obama.
Oh, Barack Obama. Hey. This is every black person's Moses, is what they like to say. Change you can believe in that didn't come, but for what it is, we're going to use it.
You voted for Obama, didn't you?
Who?
You did.
Hell no.
Yes, you did.
What for Obama?
You voted for Obama.
Oh, yeah, I was young.
Okay.
Y'all voted for Obama, too.
How old were you? How old were you?
I was in college.
So you were that young? Age
I was young.
How old were you?
I don't know. I don't remember, man. I was a teen.
You were not a teenager in college, Cap.
I'm 19. What are you talking about?
So now you remember all of a sudden.
Look, here go with
now you remember all of a sudden now.
Hey, man, pull up.
Now you remember all of a sudden,
y'all. Hey, man, so now y'all looking at one of these brothers that went to community college over here. You was a teenager in college?
Hey,
I didn't go to college. I was 24. What in the hell? Right.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Myself, man.
Hey, this brother Gloria in the Greeks, man.
No,
just
man.
like the brothers in Maccabee.
You just asked
Gloria in the Greek days.
Nah, look at y'all.
You heard what you said?
You try to flip it on me.
Gloria in the Greeks,
you try to flip it on me.
Go back to the article, man. Before you start pulling up highlights, go back to the article.
Hey, but I did vote for Obama. It was the first time I ever voted. The last time I ever voted, too, because I was young and dumb. Okay. All right, so let's read that about Obama. Obviously,
former President Barack Obama attributes his political success. Obviously, I couldn't have done anything that I've done without Michelle. Obama tells Oprah Winfrey in 2011, "You were asking earlier what keeps me sane, what keeps me balanced, what allows me to deal with the pressure. It is this young lady right here. Not only has she been a great first lady, she is just my rock. I count on her in so many ways every single day."
Now see, go back up, man. Come on, stay right there. I just want you to stay right there. Now that is what you would like to say about a woman in the truth, right? And you would equate that to being what, like a Proverbs 31 woman.
Bring it out.
When you need to talk to somebody, she's there. She opens her mouth with what? Wisdom, like the Bible says. When you need some to help pay the bills, you know what? She ain't afraid to work with her hands. That's what goes into equating of a Proverbs 31 woman. He just put it in a worldly sense because he don't know nothing about the Bible. But when you read the Bible, Proverbs 31, it gives you those attributes like it talks about right there. What was that scripture I was thinking of in Proverbs? Go to Proverbs. Go to Proverbs 14, I think it is.
Bring it out.
God says this, right? Proverbs chapter 14. He sums up what he said right there. Is it 14? Let's
18,
see.
No?
18. Yeah.
18.
Proverbs 18:22.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Findeth a good thing if she's virtuous, like Captain Gad brought out. If she's virtuous, you find a wife is a good thing because you can get married and be married to a dragon.
Oh man!
And what Solomon say when if he lived with it, he would dwell in the corner of a housetop on a roof than to dwell with a dragon. He'd rather live with a dragon or a lion than live with a wicked woman. So it ain't just finding a woman, a wife. It's finding a good wife. Read on.
Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord.
Obtain favor from the Lord because she's, remember, what's the woman's job? She's a help meet. That means you got favor from the Lord. That means the Lord is like, okay, I want to see you there. So you know what? I'm going to give you somebody to be with every day that's going to help you get there. That's why it's so important about marriage, man. Hey, pull up that video that I posted in the marriages, in the video lineup group. This was in our marriages honorable group. I want you to pull it up, and I want you to make it minimized so we can read what's on the top of it. And let's see what this woman does to her husband. This is what we be talking about right here. Where is it at? Pull it up. Yeah. So this is every man's dream, right?
It's kingdom, right?
This is every man's dream.
It's the kingdom, bro.
When she understands, he also needs encouragement.
This shows that she has an investment in him.
Now, it's only 30 seconds, but it's heavy.
Right. Sisters, turn it up.
Turn it all the way up.
Turn it up. Brothers, turn it up for your wives.
Hey, sisters gonna see that and be like, I ain't gotta do all that.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta do that.
That's not for everybody.
He don't encourage me like that.
That's
Why should I encourage him like that? No, it ain't about that.
Come on now.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Hey, and then that you said that, somebody just wrote, what about a virtuous man?
See, I knew it. There we go. Here we go. I knew it. Oh,
sister,
I knew it.
You about to make the show.
You about to make
turn it up. You better calm down. You better calm down, sis. We about to
make turn left.
All right,
trying to stay calm right now. You know we are.
That's your head. Doses. I'm trying to hold them back.
I'm itching.
I'm trying to hold them back. Please.
Hold them back.
Turn it up.
Play the video.
I'm trying to spare you.
Let's play it.
Close your eyes.
Dr. Kim.
Close your eyes. I want you to see yourself going out there and killing it. You are prepared. You were in the
Turn it up. What's going on?
And you were born to do this. Whatever they throw at you, I want you to return it. Like Serena. You are fierce, dignified, and in top form. Can you see it?
It back.
Hey man, good God.
We're gonna play that like 2-3 times. Now,
message.
Now this is heavy now.
Message.
This is heavy. The psychologist said it is very important. The most successful people they married the right person for them. They got a good spouse, is what it says, right? How many of you sisters can say that you've done this to your man before he went out on the streets to teach the word of God?
Never.
Yeah, you right.
He went to go preach, and you like you gonna break out all the precepts. The Spirit of the Lord is gonna flow through you, and somebody's gonna repent on the spot.
Cap, some wives don't even kiss their husband goodbye when they go to camp.
Oh.
Some wives just, you going to camp? All right, I'll see you when you get back.
Some wives, you going for camp? They don't say have a good day at camp. They say I'll see you at the school.
I'll see you at the school.
How you know I'm gonna make it back?
Right.
For the war. Play that video again.
Revolutionary woman, man.
Play that video again. Somebody said this is Us Netflix series. Okay, play that one more time.
Close your eyes.
Dr. Kim.
Close your eyes. I want you to see yourself going out there and killing it. You are prepared.
Hey, stop. Pause, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you that right now. My wife did that to me. I'm teaching for a week straight. I'm remembering every precept I ever learned.
Hey, I'm telling you.
I'm converting millions.
Right. On the spot. Nobody can teach a camp that day.
Nobody. It's me.
I open my clothes,
bro. Just hold post and read 4 hours straight. By myself. Read for myself.
Hey, Cam, you know how you can get turned up for a game because a coach say, hey, you going to do this, that. You go out there and you get 50. But if your wife does that, that's way more than what a coach or any
she said, close your eyes.
And
now just picture yourself killing it.
You are prepared.
She said, no, listen what she said at the end. What she said, you are top notch.
Man,
you are the top best.
Go back and play that again.
Damn,
man.
that's the kingdom, y'all.
Woo!
Damn, that's the kingdom. You get that America.
Run it back, all the way back, man.
Close your eyes.
Dr. Kim.
Close your eyes. I want you to see yourself going out there and killing it. You are prepared. You're wearing the hell out of that suit. And you were born to do this.
Stop. Hey, I'm sorry, man.
You wearing the hell out of that suit.
Said, my lord, you wearing the hell out of that garment today. You wearing the hell out of them fridges.
Hey, you look like a king already on the earth in that captain's garment. Look at the way. Hey, man, your gold shine. I'm telling you, everybody else got on gold too, but for some reason, your gold be shining, baby. Who said that to their husband?
Nobody. Bring it out.
Damn. Let me pull a script real quick.
Pull it, man.
I'm gonna show you this scene right here
That's a heavy shit.
in the scriptures. Watch this. Give me Proverbs 31:26.
Here we go.
Here we go, real quick.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
With what?
With wisdom.
Right. Come on.
And in her tongue.
In her what?
In her tongue.
Is what?
Is the law of kindness.
What? She's not cutting the man down.
Bring it out.
She ain't telling him, hey, just bring back this money.
Yeah,
Don't forget we got bills waiting on you. None of that.
What you did with the money, nigga?
Right. None of that.
Why the rent ain't paid yet, nigga?
That's heavy.
It says law of kindness. Building the brother up. Getting him ready to slay the world.
Bring it out.
Hey, and this is heavy that we break this out, even from our perspective. You know why? Because in a relationship or in a marriage, who always wants the compliments?
The woman.
The woman. You ain't complimented me. You tell me I look pretty. Well, damn. You know, the man, we need some confidence built too. Ray says it right there. She opened up her mouth with wisdom. And in her tongue is the law of kindness. Sister Rock says that you if you don't comfort him, you abate the carriage.
You'll be
Man, the man needs some compliments too. I ain't talking about no all soft, mushy stuff, but hey, like that right there.
Slay a lion.
Like that.
Yeah. I was about to say, you barely see that in videos or whatever. You more so see the woman is domineering where the man is like, if she look over, he like, oh, you see it on the commercials and stuff. But if the man was in that role as being dominant or whatever the case may be, they'll call it sexist. Yeah. And that's a womanly quality.
Yes. That's right.
That is a womanly quality.
Finish it up.
They built to do that.
Yep.
Finish this script. 27.
Verse 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household.
You see that? So speaking kind words to her husband, speaking kind words to him, building them up, words of wisdom. The Lord said, read that last part again? She looketh what?
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's a cold precept.
And eateth not the bread of idleness.
She's always busy. She's always working.
And you can see it in this video. She wasn't idle. She just went somewhere sitting down, and he just walked out. Oh, I see you when I come back. Love you. She's somewhere upstairs. She wasn't idle. She's waiting. You got the suit coat on. You ready to go? Oh, before you go, let me give you this pep talk right here, baby.
Damn.
This is over the top.
Yep.
Play it again.
Because you know what she saw. When it first started, you're gonna see
Yeah.
Because he had some doubt. He had some doubt. She's like, hold up, no, not my man, not my Lord.
Yeah,
I see it because I know him. Come here.
Hey, officer, she told her brother.
She saw it.
She said, "Close your eyes."
Put something.
I want you to see this thing. I want you to see what I see.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
Hey, play the video. I got a script after this, man. Play the video one more time.
Close your eyes.
Pastor Chum.
Close your eyes.
Pause it. I know we keep pausing it. Hey, but the thing is,
bring it out.
I don't know if y'all peeped it. She hit him with that sweet.
Yeah, the second time. Right. Close your eyes.
Air on the voice.
Yeah. Close your eyes. Ooh.
So we were like, close your eyes.
Man.
Nigga, you see, close your eyes.
You see her. He closed it to her. Yes. Okay. Because there might be something going down for me.
Hey, but Cap, listen, right? Because some women will do that, right? Some women will be like, close your eyes. Close your eyes. And the man be like, no, I gotta go. Nigga, yo, see me trying to exhort you right now, nigga. What you doing?
I said, close your eyes. God dang, I try to be nice and build you up, and you always going back and forth. Close your eyes.
Hit her with them soft words.
Yep, that's what there was. Run it back again. Let them play. Message. Run it back.
That butter.
Close your eyes.
Pastor Chum.
Close your eyes. want you to see yourself going out there and killing it. You are prepared. You're wearing the hell out of that suit. And you were born to do this. Whatever they throw at you, I want you to return it. Like Serena. You are fierce, dignified, and in top form. Can you see it?
Man, that's heavy.
This
you
on
say
Netflix?
you dignified.
This show on
But
Netflix?
Cap, look, you know how scripture say without a vision to people perish. She at the end of it, she asks, "Can you see it?"
Hey.
What she telling you? I see it. Can you see it?
I believe in you.
And just off of that alone, even if he didn't see that before, he see it now.
Yeah. Hey, here's the script on that. Go to Sirach 36, read 22 and 23.
Sirach chapter 36 and verse
22 and 23.
22, verse 22.
Bring
the
it out.
beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance.
Now, all of us love a beautiful woman. All of our wives are beautiful, right? A man loves a beautiful woman. That makes him happy. That makes him smile also, right? Read on.
And a man loveth nothing better. If there be kindness.
If there be kindness, the beauty is icing on the cake. It's the cherry on top. If there be kindness, read on.
Meekness. And comfort.
And what?
And comfort.
Where at?
In her tongue.
That's what she did to her husband. She was beautiful and it was comfort in her tongue. A lot of sisters got the beauty. Y'all got the head wraps and the beautiful jewels and the long flowing dresses looking like $1 million at a royalty night on Passover.
Right.
But is there comfort in your tongue? Not just
That's right.
Is
Bring it
there
out.
comfort in your tongue to your husband?
To your husband, to his face.
To build, that's a part of being a helpmate. You building his confidence up. Are you a comfort? Is comfort coming out of your tongue? Read the last part.
Then is not her husband like other men.
That brother ain't like other men.
Not no more after that. No. You got to get out of his way.
Because most man with a woman that their mouthpiece is what? I mean, their defense mechanism is their mouth. So they use their weapon of words to destroy a man's spirits. We've had brothers in IUIC counsel with us like, I don't know how to be a man.
Right.
Grown ass man with kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to be a man. How do I do it? The first thing we thought was, his wife is tearing him down.
Yeah, when we dig a little deeper, that's exactly what we find. The woman tearing them down left and right. You don't know how to be a man.
You gotta have comfort in your tongue.
Hey, sisters, if your husband, I'm gonna hit you up with something, all right? If your husband leave happy, get out of the house, he happy the hell to leave. And every time he come home, he angry as hell. Something's going on with you.
Something's wrong.
It's you.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta go home back. I gotta go back home.
Sisters ain't trying to hear that.
Damn.
They ain't trying to hear that. A lot of sisters don't want to hear that in the world because they are waiting on the man to change before they change. Once he do me right, then I'll treat him right. No. Two wrongs don't make it right. Don't bite and devour. Somebody got to give in. And guess what? In the Israelite household, it's going to be you.
Yeah.
It's going to be you to fall in order.
Your job is to serve your husband.
That's right.
That's right.
That's your job.
And then you'll see change in the man. And if not, God and the ball his ass. Okay, let's go to the next article. Pull up the next article.
That's a good one.
God and the ball his ass if he's treating you wrong. If you've been a righteous woman speaking comfort to him and he's the ball,
They'll treat you like dirt.
The Lord
Most
hit
High
him with
gonna
a
jack
rock.
him up. Most
Hey, sis,
High,
y'all got homework.
I'm telling you, the Most High tell you, sis, step to the side. You telling me you did everything I told you to do, and he's still talking to you like, hold up, step aside.
Step aside. I'm gonna hit his ass in the head with a rock.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
He's gonna be the only one in the house.
He's gonna be the first black person in America to catch the coronavirus.
Right.
Hey, so read that title right there.
Too many black babies are born out of wedlock.
True.
An anti-violence activist wants to change that.
Now, look at this. You might be like, well, it ain't as bad as they make. If there is one baby born out of wedlock, it is too many.
Right.
Because God says that marriage is honorable.
That's right.
Yep.
That's when you're supposed to be having babies when you're married. So if it's one kid born out of wedlock, it's too many in our community. Scroll down to the part I told you to. Go scroll down to the part I told you to. Let's see. It's right after the picture. Yeah, right after that picture. Yep, let's read that right there.
When I grew up in West Philly, 80% or more families were together. Mom and pop in the household. He told me recently, we had problems then, but we were taking care of each other and we had strong communities.
That's the same thing now. We still got problems. Ain't nothing changed from back in the day to now. Ain't nothing changed, but the father's not in the households. That's it. Read on.
Now that has broken down, that's why we see all of this craziness.
Yep.
That's why you've got fools running around shooting pregnant women. He added, referring to the senseless killing of Ishan Karmadar Rahman, a pregnant mother of 5 gunned down.
Damn.
February 21st.
That's crazy. A pregnant mother gunned down.
So she was a 5?
Yeah, pregnant mother. She had 5 kids.
So that's
it was on the 6th month. I don't know. It don't say.
That's 5 kids right of mama down, man.
But that was what he said. He said some monster shot her down. Let's go back to it. Read that.
What we need, he insists, is a return to traditional values.
Traditional value. And you know the reason why I like this, the words they use in traditional values, you got an old couple up there been married for like 50 years, is because in this new millennial, you got in every 2020 progression, women rights and all of this type stuff. The more and more that we try to keep up with the Joneses, with Esau's way of life and his traditions, the more we leave from traditional values, basically biblical values. We are leaving that more and more and more, and to the point where you got women make songs. I could do bad all by myself. INDEP to the left, to the left. You got all of a sudden you got women making songs about how they use men for money. They don't need this. Drug them and rob them, like Cardi B was talking about, because we are getting further away from traditional values, basically biblical values.
Right.
Go back to it.
If we have strong families, we can eliminate a lot of this madness that we are seeing in the community.
Now, remember, Bishop did a class not too long ago where he said a strong marriage makes for a what? Strong nation. Yeah. Bishop was in the spirit when he brought that out. A strong family makes for a strong nation. And a family consists of a man, natural man, a natural woman, and their kids.
You have to say
and the roles, how the Lord said.
Right.
Because you can have a man and a woman, but she can say, just let me do it.
Gabrielle,
He just be quiet. Yeah.
Right. There you go. That's why I'm glad you made that point, Officer Tobias. Natural man, natural woman in their God-given divine roles. Or you'll have somebody like Dwayne Wade with the daggone... I don't even know what kind of shorts those was. I saw him. I saw his nails painted and everything.
What in the hell?
Jesus.
His nails painted.
Toenails.
Yeah.
He painted what?
Miami Heat red.
Come on, man.
For real. Hey, look like it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, go back to the article, man.
Said Quayum, who each week counsels incarcerated youngsters at the Juvenile Justice Service Center.
Now, all of those kids in that Juvenile Justice Center, I guarantee they telling you, yeah, my father ain't in the house. It's just me and my mama. It's me and my grandma. It's me and my auntie. That's where kids that ain't got no structure, a traditional family value, man, woman in the household, showing them what it looks like, that's where they end up. Yeah. Juvenile Justice Service. And now we all got friends when we was growing up that they went to the daggone juvie center.
Right.
All of us knew about that. One of them stayed in there, got locked up in school for fighting. And where's he at? He down there in juvie.
Yep.
Waiting on his mama to come get him out. Hey, go to Jeremiah 6 to show you about what it's talking about traditional, right? Jeremiah chapter 6, and I think it's 16, right?
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths.
And do what?
Ask for the old paths. paths.
That translates into what he said, traditional values.
Right.
The old path. Man should be asking, how do I become a man so I can become a husband and eventually become a father?
Right.
Women should be asking, how do I become a woman so I can become a wife and no longer be called a baby mama or
a side chick,
a side piece, and being used and abused? You got to ask God, what are those old paths that I need to follow in? Read on.
Where is the good way? And walk therein. And ye shall find rest for your souls.
The old ways give rest to your soul. Now, see, this is the thing about, as time goes on, Esau's trying to push technology and push it on us, which technology really makes us dumb. It dumbs us down, right? The more that we keep getting further technological in this society and we take part in those things, you lose rest for your soul,
right?
Because you got to keep up with the Joneses.
Exactly. The rest of the soul, that's going into peace of mind.
Yeah.
Peace of mind. You will not have peace of mind if you're not connected with the old way, the truth that God laid out.
That's right.
Now you worried about, okay, how many side pieces this person got? Well, I gotta match what they got. You know, how many cover-ups, how many codes you need to put up in your phone.
Oh, I need a 2019.
Right.
I need a 2020 car. I need a house with 4-5 bedrooms. I got to have at least a $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 job. If I don't wear 3-piece suits and stuff, if I don't look good on Instagram, I'm not successful out here. Facebook, if I ain't got 5,000, if I ain't maxed out my friends, if I ain't if I you know what they say, a lot of what they saying now, that if I ain't getting the bag, that's what they say when you get a whole lot of money. If I ain't got the bag, I ain't successful. You ain't gonna find rest for your souls because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses instead of the old paths that God gave you.
That's
the
right.
old ways. And the main way you're not gonna find rest for your souls, you're gonna have some little hood rat hooligan kids running around on the streets because you out here trying to be a free spirit, and now you free spirit with 3 baby daddies. Dang. And kids you can't raise. Kids that they too old to whoop now, and now they do what they want to.
There you go. You can't tell me nothing. You ain't nobody. Ooh, man.
You don't find rest for your souls in that way, man.
I see them all the time, breaking in cars and man.
Yeah.
And when you get them, they laugh like, "What you gonna do to me?
You
They
caught
gonna
me
let
this
me out."
time.
Right? Dang! If I wouldn't have slipped, you would. You wouldn't have called me.
Go back to the article, man. Let's read that. We look at
the statistics now, the national statistic in the black community. 70% of our children are growing up in households without a mom and pop.
70%, man, that's a lot. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 kids in your middle school, high school don't have a father at home. Mama got to be daddy and mama.
Damn.
Hey, get Isaiah 3 real quick.
Bring it out. Turn his mic up, man.
Isaiah 3 real quick.
No rest for your soul.
Get Isaiah 3 and 12.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people,
Go ahead.
children are their oppressors.
And we just read the article, 7 out of 10 kids have no father in the household. God says children oppress us. Who's the gangbangers?
Yeah,
right.
Who's the drug dealers?
Right.
Who the one hitting the licks?
Bring it out.
It's children. Hell, even the ones that's getting females pregnant. It's kids. Read on.
And women rule over them.
Y'all hear that? God said women rule over them. What is God saying? Woman, you can't raise kids by yourself.
Yep.
And be successful. Hey, you know what's crazy? They may raise an NFL player that made $20 million, and they think they're a good parent. Hey, I'm rich.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
God says, read it again.
And women rule over them.
God says you did a horrible job.
Right. Hey, Kat, it's heavy what you said because they'll make it to the NFL. Next thing you know, they caught up in what they call abuse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Abuse, physical abuse, right? Domestic
violence.
Because they don't know. They didn't have a good example on how to treat a woman.
Right. You're right.
Mama just showed, catered to them until they got some money to buy a house for mama. That's all they know.
Yeah.
Buy that woman gifts. Next thing you know, I could lay hands on her. They didn't have a good example.
I can count on probably half a hand The last time I heard any of them say, "Hey, I want to thank my father for raising me right, for doing this," I don't think I ever heard. Well, maybe one.
And
I ain't never heard nobody.
I was clips of what's that dude? Zion Williamson, and the other dude that played with him on his team, Barrett. Something. His name was Barrett. He congratulated. He thanked his father because he was standing next to him. Zion was standing right. Zion got his turn to do his because he was number one. I think the other dude was number two or something. His mama and his father is standing right next to him. But he said, "I like to thank my mama."
Yeah.
His father standing right next to him.
His daddy wasn't even nowhere in the speech, huh?
Yeah, nowhere in the speech. I thank my mama for all she done for me. The daddy standing right there.
I want to thank her for all the times when my daddy told me I couldn't get a piece of pie, she went and got it for me.
Right.
Hey, that would be happening.
Yeah.
The reason why the mama is like, you know the truth.
Yeah.
The mama go behind the daddy back
and
get the son what the daddy told him he can't get.
Yeah.
Don't tell him what I did. Don't tell him now, baby.
This my house. He worked for us.
Go back to that article. Let's finish it out.
Quayam added,
You can pull us down in the corner, man.
That's where we've got to begin the work. Sorry,
pull the article up. Yeah, there you go.
That's where we've got to begin the work to change this around.
Go down, scroll down. Let's get some more. Let's read some more on it. Scroll down. Right there.
Although it's true that most black babies are born out of wedlock, that statistic is somewhat misleading and implies that a father is absent when in some cases a couple might be unmarried but cohabitating.
Read on.
Damn.
It also presumes that a single father isn't active in a child's life.
That don't make it no better. Stay right there. Stay right there. It don't make it no better. See, this is what we do as a people. Go back up, man. Go back to the paragraph that we was just at. That don't make it no better. See, they try to justify the 70% out of wedlock. What does God call them? God calls them bastards. Out of wedlock babies. He said, what does it say right there? It implies a father is absent when he might be in the house, just ain't married to the woman. Right. Well, now you got the man is a whoremonger and the woman is a whore.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not right in the eyes of God. That ain't no better. And then it goes, it also presumes that a single father isn't active in a child's life. Well, that means that he laid with her, he enticed her, got her pregnant, but he didn't never plan on being with her.
Right.
That's a cold precept.
That's not good either. That's actually backwards. But that's what we do as a people. We try to justify sin instead of just owning up to it. Marrying the woman. Proving each other, and then getting married and having children. Not the other way around, having sex and then prove them as they pregnant 9 months and then take care of the baby in a mutual agreement for the rest of your life. It don't work like that. It ain't how it's supposed to be. That's backwards. It's upside down. Go to the next paragraph. We're going to read this and we're going to go to
Studies show that babies born to unmarried parents don't fare as well.
Studies show that babies born to unmarried parents don't fare as well. Like, you know, that's why I like stuff like this that use words like statistics and studies, because our people won't believe it unless it's facts.
There you go.
And even when it is facts, you know what they'll do? They'll see one person, one kid that's doing good in school, that ain't got his father or at home or don't live in a traditional household. And be like, he got A's and B's. Be like, see, he's doing all right for himself. You can do it. It's possible. It ain't how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Hey, just like, I forgot who said this, but the saying is, you know, strong black woman. No. There's no such thing as a strong black woman, only weak black men.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no such thing as a strong black woman, but it isn't such thing as a weak black man.
Yep.
That's what makes you strong, is through our weakness.
There you go. There you go. She had to basically adapt and take on the role of that man.
Yeah.
Damn. That's sad.
And which she's not created for.
No.
So it means, man, we got to step up. We got to own up, become man, and marry these women that we are enticing to lay with.
Yep.
Let's finish it out. Let's finish that paragraph out. Read it from the top again.
Studies show that babies born to unmarried parents don't fare as well. Children who grow up without a father living in the home are more likely to struggle in school, have behavioral problems, and engage in criminal behavior.
Now that's true.
And they tell you understand what they saying. They saying that it's statistically true. There ain't no coincidence that the majority of the behavior problems, the majority of the crime, the majority of all the atrocity that's happening comes from them not having fathers.
Right.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Not from ADHD.
Right.
Not from none of those other sicknesses.
Because a good whooping from a man can knock out any ADHD. I'm telling you right now. Now we all know. Hey, YouTube, Facebook, talk to me. Real talk now.
Yeah.
When we got a whooping, when we was young.
Straighten right up.
From a man, maybe the father, the uncle, somebody whooped us backside real good. You calm the hell down real quick.
There you go.
Yep, you sit down quick.
And my dad tore me up one time. I came out the shower. He said, "You did your homework?"
Got you out the shower?
Yeah, I did my homework. Okay. Wait till I got into the room. Hey, come here.
Go on now, get.
You already knew you didn't do it.
I have never lied to my father ever again.
That's how you do it. You put the fear of God into it.
That's what fathers bring, the fear.
There you go. The strength. They see that strength in the household, then they know, okay, wait a minute, this person right here, he is the head of the house.
He runs the house.
He's the power of the house.
Yep,
so basically, now that child is secure and sees that example. Okay, now this is structure.
Yeah.
So when they live their life, when they go to these institutions, now they know, okay, wait a minute. The power of my house said this is how it's ran.
This is how it's supposed to be done.
Even when I'm out and about, this is how it's ran.
Right.
So I need to conduct myself accordingly.
Yeah.
But just
and real talk, I know mothers, I know you out there, I know, you want to say you might be single and for whatever reason, you whooped your son, he turned out all right, whatever. I understand that. But you had to whoop your son a lot longer than you wanted to for him to fall in line. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, because if a man would have gave that whooping a long time, them whoopings would have ceased at an earlier age.
Right.
But he, them whoopings didn't quite sting like they would from daddy, so you had to whoop him longer for him to fall in line.
Hey, this how you know when you the man of your house. You walk in the door and everything stops.
Yeah.
Hey, you walk in the door. You on the outside of the door. You hear kids running around,
and they hear the kids.
You hear kids,
but they hear the kids.
You hear it. All of a sudden, you just, daddy's. Bring it out. Everybody stop.
Straighten up.
Hey, you stepping out. You stepping out in the door, and all the kids just look at the. That's how you know, man. They know, man. They need a father. They need that structure. Yep. They need that discipline.
Yeah,
that's what a father brings.
I remember leadership did a class where they played one of the interviews of Malcolm X's brother, and then he said, when the father was in the house, it was discipline in the house,
order and structure.
Order and structure. As soon as he passed, everybody was running around. Mom was too slow to catch him.
Yep, that's what he said.
Couldn't catch him and whoop him. That's exactly what happens.
Go back to that. Let's read that next paragraph.
In families where there are intact couples, you see less violence. Muhammad told me the family is where children learn peace.
Dang.
Heavy.
The family is where children learn peace.
Drop the box up there, man. Go ahead.
That's heavy, man.
That's heavy. Learn peace.
They learn how to.
Now check this. Real talk. Now here you go. Here's your example of learning peace. Here's where the kids learn peace at. Mama, because this is what it say. I mean, we all know you get mad. What do? You go into your emotions, and what you do? You start yelling at the little boy. You don't sit down somewhere. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You start yelling. There goes the peace.
Right.
Out the house because you're upset, right? I understand that, but the peace is gone. Now you yelling, you just argue, just talking. There's no peace when the father's in the household. Ain't no yelling.
Yeah,
It ain't.
I'm telling you.
It's ain't no yelling.
When I hear all that, my wife will be yelling at the kids, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what's all that noise?"
Right, that's it.
Right, bring it out.
No, and then she'll get to explain. Well, he did this. That. Hey, apologize.
Hey, somebody else just get the perfect story. He just said his father came to him real calm, like, "Are you doing your homework?" Oh, okay, all right. And then it wasn't loud. He wasn't yelling or nothing. He just came in and gave him a solid ass whooping.
Hey, Cap.
It was peace in the house.
Hey, I could be sitting down reading or doing anything. If I hear my wife gotta say one of my kids' name more than once, I pop up.
Yeah.
And when I get up, that's when when they want to move. Hey, when I hear she say their name more than once, why your mother gotta say your name twice?
Right.
Okay. All right. Come on in.
Yep. Come on down. Come on in.
Let's go. Hey, go back to the article, man. Peace in the house. Let's read that real quick.
In families where there are intact couples, you see less violence, Muhammad told me. The family is where children learn peace. They learn how to resolve conflict. Children can see their parents argue and fuss and kiss and make up.
Yeah.
They learn that everything...
They're supposed to see the
Very
make up.
important.
Right.
Supposed to kiss and make up.
Yeah.
Right.
Supposed to.
They're supposed to see that. Okay.
Some of them don't.
They get angry at each other. What was the end result? Well, they made peace.
Yeah.
It ain't resort to using my fists.
Right.
It didn't resort me storming off. No, it resorted in we made up. We resolved the problem. Listen, now there's peace in the house.
And real talk, that's a lot of the part of why we are broken as a nation, because our parents, they didn't know how to be married correctly. They would argue and give each other the silent treatment. One go in this room, the other one go in that room, or eventually end up in what? Divorce from each other. So you got men that don't know how to be affectionate with the wife that they got, or show affection to the kids that they got. The woman don't know how to be affectionate to the husband or the kids that she got. She don't know how to step back and let the man take control because she been living with her mama her whole life. We broke it as a nation, and they don't see how it's supposed to be. But we got to revert from that. We got to go back to this Bible and learn how to be married, how to raise children all over again. That's a part of our repentance as a people. Yep. Learning how to be married, learning how to raise kids all over again. Let's finish that paragraph out.
They learn that everything is not resolved with a beef and a gun. They learn that people can kiss.
Where we at?
They learn that people can kiss, fuss and fight and make up, and nobody has to fight. And it doesn't have to end in violence.
It doesn't have to. Now, you know what? And look, I'm going to stop right there. All of it goes back to what? All of it goes back to depending on the spouse that you marry.
Yeah,
right.
It depends on who you marry as a husband. It depends on who you marry as a wife. If they not supportive of you, you going to be in the house fighting and fussing and arguing all the time. And you going to be toxic in a toxic relationship. And you going to raise kids that the only way they know how to coexist with another human being is in a toxic relationship.
Yep.
It got to be beef. We got to be arguing.
Right.
That's the only way they know how to get down. Go ahead, Kat. Oh, that's the only way they know how to get down. And if they not in that, they don't feel like they whole. So what do? They'll start an argument. They'll start beef. And it ends up being to the detriment of them and everybody around them until they be by themselves.
And just like you said, Cap, and that's just the cycle continues.
Yeah.
Kids grow up, they learn to do what? Fight. They learn to resolve everything with their hands, with violence.
Yep.
And these days, brothers ain't fighting these days.
Nah.
Brothers ain't know how to fight these days. Everything is about shooting.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything's about killing you before we even hash it out and talk about it.
Right.
That's heavy. Yeah.
The article we read. They shooting pregnant women now.
Yeah.
So this generation is not only weaker, but they're more wickeder.
Yeah.
They're shooting pregnant women now. So
getting worse and worse. Hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break. We're going to talk a little bit about, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion.
There you
go. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Here we go.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Asia. 27. Woo! Fire eyes from heaven. Many people died, but they still didn't learn their lesson. Plague 8. Just to show that God is great. He made locusts eat their harvest in the 8 and 8 and 8. Plague 9. Plague 9. All of Egypt was in darkness. Pharaoh's people started tripping, but Pharaoh didn't like it. Plague 10. Plague 10 is the worst known to men. The first born had to die, and then a story that's the end. Bring it out. 10 plagues over Egypt. 10 plagues over Egypt. 10 plagues over Egypt. 10 plagues over Egypt. Let my people go, Pharaoh. Let my people go, Pharaoh. Count it, count it, count it, count 'em up, count it, count it, count it, count 'em up, count it, count it, count it, count 'em up, count it, count it, count it, count 'em up.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Big body sumo flow. If you bout your crown, kudos though. Baby rep yo, town is the uno dose. Uno dose, that is the uno dose. 1 2 1 2, big body sumo flow. If you bout your crown, kudos though. Baby rep yo, town is the uno dose. The uno dose, that is the uno dose. 1 2 1 2. The wind's changing, it's discernible. I left my gold bottoms at a terminal. Righteous king amongst you. This right hand can front you a check or it can thump you. Whatever it gotta come to. Perfect shots at impossible angles. It's either have to have nots and they not to be tangled. Damn, we shipped the nature sliding off them boats. And on the land the finishing move was off the rope. Woe to eat 'em for overeating, selling sugar and bogus freedom and broken English, you problem child. Woo. But we got him now, 144 down, wild finna lock it down. Big body sumo flow, if you bout your crown, kudos though. Baby rep yo, town is the uno dose. The uno dose, that is the uno dose. 1 2 1 2, big body sumo flow. If you bout your crown, kudos though. Baby rep yo, town is the uno dose. The uno dose, that is the uno dose. 1 2 1 2. From now on, everything flammable. A Hebrew man's a whole different animal. Had a lot of hate in my heart. I still do. Somebody that'll lie to your face or get you killed too. You can name a time and a place. I bring a grill through. Return of the real Jews. I'm sick of bad raps and these dad hats. Hope the next drug they take be a bad batch. All my enemies is red, they some lab rats. When I die, flame emoji by my hashtag. Build my nation Israel, put in leg work. Precept upon precept, till my head hurt. Big body sumo flow. If you bout your ground, kudos though. Baby rep yo, down is the uno dose. The uno dose, that is the uno dose. 1 2 1 2, big body sumo flow. If you bout your crown, kudos though. Baby rep yo, down is the uno dose. The uno dose, that is the uno dose. 1 2 1 2. They been eyeing us, was I right or what? Never get high enough to try your luck. I threw a viral with a spiral. Now it's all over the web with a spider touch. Damn, we had power before we had weapons. The world was ours before we had seconds. Just a heart that hate tough and we stay under. On the way, we on your ass like plate numbers. Keeping the commandments. Laws of a black Jew. You don't understand it, cause ain't nobody ask you. DMV, I'm Jai like Michael Jai White. Black dynamite, all kind of stripes. Sun rising, not surprising. Bearded, fierce, black Pierce Brosnan, cause we was bondsmen. Put my scripts like my face taped to it. Wait, I can't stop dripping great break fluid. Living God, great and terrible. Face unbearable. Listen to this parable. The Apple Watch ain't new, the tech been wearable. Weapons not carnal, I got better in the arsenal. 12.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. Captain Zakar to my left.
Captain Severus
to my right. We make up Four Corners News.
That's right.
I forgot to do that here too. Officer Lyle right there. Get him on there.
Officer Lyle.
Camera for that, brother, man.
Light skin brother, man.
This a guy, yo.
We ain't finna let them come back in
Hey,
style.
light skin is old school.
We ain't finna let them come back in style. Kanye said that. Hey, let's pull up that next article, man. We want to talk a little bit about what we've seen in the news with Megan Good, right?
Megan who?
Megan the Stallion. Whatever, man. She named after a male horse. Let's see what that said. Read that for us, man.
Megan Thee Stallion filed a $1 million lawsuit against her label, claiming the company takes 60% of her recording income.
Man, that sounds like a regular job.
For real.
Shoot. Read that.
Megan's cut is 40%.
Okay, 60-40.
Which she must use to pay featured artists, mixers, remixers, and engineers. Megan claims she only been paid $15K.
Dang!
What the hell?
$15,000?
Hey, you know what that mean? That mean on the outside, she looks like she's happy.
Oh yeah.
Right. On the outside, everybody want to be like her, but she really broke. She's really broke, and she getting taken advantage of.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang, that sucks.
That's crazy. Only go back to that, man.
60%, man, taken from her company label, right?
What they call those contracts when they make them like that?
I don't know.
360 deals. They got 60-40.
There you go. Well, basically, you
90-10.
just the face.
I'm looking at this.
Just the face.
This gray hair though, like. Yeah. You got gray hair in your head, but you sure the hell ain't got no wisdom when it comes to making a contract. Hey, gray hair is for the aged and the wise. This is that color in that hair, man.
You know what that contract sound like, Cap? The contract that the 60-40 deal is basically when they don't really believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
They not really talk. They don't really know what they get into. Like, you're not gonna really make much.
Yeah.
So let me get 60% just to know I'm gonna at least
get more of my money.
Make something back.
And then you blow up.
And then she blew up.
Yeah.
So now the 60 of
increase.
1 million is now the 60% of 10 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
So now it's like she ain't getting nothing.
Right.
Nope.
Right. Go back to that. Let's read the bottom part of that, what it says.
Megan Thee Stallion's lawsuit also states her label gets 50% of her publishing.
Woo! Go ahead.
30% of her touring income.
That's where most artists make all their money.
Touring, concerts.
Yeah.
That was dumb as hell.
Go ahead.
30% of her merchandising, control of all merchandising rights, and a cut of what's called her passive income.
Dang.
Sponsorships and endorsement deals.
Damn.
Hey, she signed that, man. She can't play stupid.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
That greed.
She signed that.
They getting paid. That label is getting paid right there, man.
Hey, you say she signed to Jay-Z? Rock Nation.
took over.
Jay-Z.
Well, that might be
official?
now because she wasn't there first.
Yeah.
She was signed to some other two black dudes.
Crawford.
Yeah, she just signed management deals or whatever with them, but her record label is something different. It's like 1501 record label. Something when I was reading up on
a lot of artists when they get that, when they see that deal in front of them, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm about to make it."
Yeah.
Sign it right away.
Just sign it, right?
Don't even go over the contract.
Right.
Hey, that's a good point that you bring out. Pull up the next article. Meek Mill says something about that when it comes to signing articles. Read that for us.
Meek Mill says.
Drop us from the top, man. Come on.
Meek Mill says music companies have black kids in slave contracts.
That looks like what we just read, right? Keep it off the top, man. We don't need to see it. No, you're cutting it off from the top, man. Yeah. There we go. It says slave contract. That's what we just read when it sounded like with, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Look like she's in a slave contract. And I guarantee she signed to a deal where she got to make like 4-5 albums before she can get out of that deal.
She is 4 albums.
Drop us off the top, man.
She has to produce 4 albums before she could sign over to the next contract.
That's a slave contract right there. Yeah. Go back to it. Let's scroll down. Let's see what he's talking about. Read that.
Meek Mill is calling out the music industry for taking advantage of young black artists once again. The Philly rapper took to Twitter to share his thoughts on black artists getting exploited by music executives. He tweeted, "What's up with all these different race? Men got all these young black kids in slave contracts in the music business. Come get with us. You need help fixing your situation? DC Rock Nation is literally stealing. Now we found something we can get rich off."
Damn. So he was in a slave contract too, probably. That's why he's talking like that. Yeah. And he's putting on for Rock Nation. I think it's what Jay-Z stuff, right? Yeah. He putting on for that. But he's and look at this, man. You got a lot of it. That's why you see a lot of these dumble rappers coming out because they in these slave contracts, just getting a little bit of money,
right?
And the record labels are making millions off. They one hit wonders and they dispose them. You don't hear about them no more, man. Tied up in slave contracts. Go back to it. Let's go down. Let's see what else it's talking about in that article.
This isn't the first time Meek equated slavery to the music industry. Back in December, he tweeted, "What about major companies taking kids from the ghetto and got them signing their lives away for a little bit of money?"
That's what they do. They go to the ghettos and get kids that got a lot of views on SoundCloud, give them $10,000 advance. That's the most money they ever seen in their life, and they sign contracts like Megan Thee Stallion did. Go ahead, read it.
We taking control of that 2020 and exposing the people offering these slave deals. I'm going to get some lawyers to break down some of these deals y'all offering these kids.
So he's trying to expose the industry.
And you know, it's crazy. He used to be one.
Yeah.
You know, he was a poor kid from the streets of Philly, right? With just battle rapping on the street.
Yeah.
That's where he started from. So he been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
So he know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He know it. And the rap industry promotes the murdering of black kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Because nobody is telling them not to speak about murdering their own people. They get deals off of rapping the best about murder.
Yep.
Who can spit the best metaphor about murdering your people?
Yeah.
That's how they get deals.
Yep. You're exactly right. That's why all of them got these, their rap names are something that deal with drugs or money,
mafia family,
or violence.
Yeah.
You got to have that kind of name for them to put you on, right? Go back to it because you got these are music contracts, but you also got like sport contracts are the same way. They signed up the same way. They cut you off whenever they want to. Come on, man. We don't need no on-the-job training. Let's go. Everything Meek.
Everything Meek has done leading up to this point shows he is ready to lead the next generation. We look at the big picture. This is way beyond signing artists and having hot records, said Jay-Z.
Whatever.
Meek has previously shared his passion for wanting to help young artists.
Let's go down. I'm 32 years old. Let's read that real quick.
I'm 32 years old. I'm in a nice spot in the music business, and I think it's time for me to focus on growing artists because that's what I love to do, he told Rolling Stones. I love to spend time on helping artists grow, and I think it's time for me to dive in business-wise. The rapper also recently launched a Twitter initiative to support new artists. I'm going to start something called Pass the Aux. Hashtag Pass the Aux for up-and-coming artists. That's Flame. And I'm going to have 10 celebs post you to give you a push.
Hey, you know what this is? You got to read between the lines.
There you go.
This ain't nothing but Meek Mill being a hustler trying to get the people. You going from that bad contract to come over here to a little bit better of a bad contract. Come on. You got to recognize game, man. That ain't nothing but a hustler talking to all the young upcoming artists out here. Hey, man, they robbing you over here. Come over here so we can rob you a little bit better. Ain't fooling nobody. Anybody that got a nice little foundation or some lawyers behind him will see that. That ain't nothing but a hustler running game on people that ain't got no money.
But you know it's crazy. But that's why he said we need to get lawyers to look at these contracts because these young brothers out of the ghetto, they can't hire no lawyer.
Nah.
They can't sit down with a lawyer and say, let me know if this contract is legit.
Right.
They can't do that. So that's why Meek Mill pushing this on them.
Hey, it's a good point you make because I looking into this Megan Thee Stallion thing, Her mama looked over her contract.
There you go, yeah. And the manager said it was her mother who wrote out the whole contract. And everything was running okay, but as soon as she passed, that's when greed, the vultures came in and started putting the bug in her ear, and next thing you know, she was signed with these crazy
Hey, go to 1
contracts.
Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
This is what we lose in the process of trying to reach for money in this captivity. Ungodly money. I'm not talking about that, work your job and you come up, you be successful the honest way, like God says. This is that ungodly gain. Rapping is ungodly gain. Read that.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6.
Read on. Read quick.
But godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can't carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be there with content.
A lot of people ain't content with what God has given them. There ain't nothing wrong with trying to be successful and going about getting it the right way. Nothing wrong with that. People are not content where they at, and what we try to do, we try to get a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
Whether it be football, basketball, baseball, hitting the lottery, or rapping. That's the get-rich-quick schemes, because we ain't content where we at, right there where God has us. Read on.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
A snare is what? Bad contracts. Read on.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Read on.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
It's the root of all evil. Go ahead.
Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
They turn their back on God. I get, no matter how much you can get up, you get a Grammy and you go up on the stage and you like to thank God for this Grammy. Without him, it would have been possible. God ain't got nothing to do with you talking about lick the lollipop and make it twerk and 100 stacks bass.
My neck, my back.
God ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's Satan.
That's exactly who it is. It's
That's
Satan.
what they're thinking at the end of the day.
You erred from the faith. Let's go to the video, though. I want to go to the video because there was a brother that got a panel of black people together, and he asked them some financial questions, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what he's talking about in there. Play the video and watch the reaction on people's face just from the first question he asked. Pull up the video.
What are we doing right as a culture to where our children's children will know our names? Are we doing things right as a culture to change the narrative?
Look at everybody's faces
of our finances of our children.
Pause it. Now, I want to ask YouTube, Facebook, are we doing as a nation? Are we doing what's right?
Right. What are we doing?
To further our children's wealth as a culture, are we doing what's right? Because what we doing right? Yeah, are we doing what's right? Because we out here, what we doing? We getting degrees.
Yeah, we getting degrees.
We going to college.
Our vault said, hell no.
We starting businesses, right?
Yeah, we start businesses.
We doing those kind of things. Is this going to lead to an increase in overall wealth as a people? What do y'all think?
They say nope. Just shoot plumber. Nope.
Said nothing.
Nothing. Wait a minute, but we got all these entertainers.
That's a hell of a question.
It is a hell of a question.
Jeez.
We got what are you talking about? We got NBA players making $100 million,
$100
right?
million.
NFL players making $100 millill. Ain't that adding
Rappers
to the overall wealth of us as a people?
Right. You got a rapper
Should be, right?
worth $1 billion now, right?
Oh, Jay-Z,
Yeah,
you're
there
right.
you go.
He is. He's worth $1 billion. So everybody says nope. No, go ahead, Cap.
Keturah Israel says, only ones doing what's right are the Israelites.
Oh,
That's right.
Go ahead, Cap.
I was gonna say Jay-Z's a billionaire, right? That's what he said. Billionaire.
We can't even say the word.
Can't say the word. I ain't never seen more than 4 zeros in my life.
Right.
Anyway,
Thousandaire.
Bruh.
put it there.
Every spring, I'm 1,000.
3 zeros.
1,000.
100 there. 100 there.
100 there.
Put 100 there. Hey,
100 there, yeah.
y'all know if we was really about that life, our brothers and sisters, no black or Hispanic or Native American man or woman should be broke.
Nah.
They should not be homeless.
Right.
I mean, just think about it. When you look at the statistics of the money, we got a lot. We got more rich people than we think.
Yeah,
in our nation. Nobody in our nation should be homeless. Nobody should be broke. Think about that.
What's the statistics on our spending power again?
If we pulled all
just
our money
blacks,
together,
trillions, right?
we would be like the top 10 or top 15th richest nation in the world if we pulled our money together.
That's just blacks.
That's just black people. That ain't even
so-called African Americans.
and even including Hispanics and the Native Indians.
So we could have our own island, basically.
No, we can have our own damn country. We can have our own small country.
Continent.
Right now, before the Lord gives it to us.
Right.
We can have it right now with all the money that we make as a people. But go back to the video and I want you to run it back and I want you to look at their faces and then listen to the first answer. I'm gonna let it speak for itself. Play the video.
What are we doing right as a culture to where our children's children will know our names? Are we doing things right as a culture to change the narrative of our finances of our children?
Look.
No.
Look at this. Look.
I can only answer that as an individual and
pause it. There we go.
He said, I can only answer that.
There we go.
Said, as a culture.
Right.
He emphasized that. As a people, what are we doing? What the first thing brother says, I can only answer that as an individual.
I can only speak for myself.
Bro.
Come on now, dog.
That's the thought process of our people.
Man.
And I want you to realize those people up there, they are not ignorant. They're not stupid.
No.
Some of them got businesses and own real estate and all of that type. They educated people and they have no answers on how to change our condition as a people. His first response is, I can only speak for myself. Let's go back to it. Let's hear his response.
You know the other nations like, good.
Yeah,
Good answer. Good answer.
Look, that's a good. Now, if you would have asked another nation that, you know what they would have said? Well, you know what? We're going to go buy up the dry cleaners. We're going to go buy the subways. We're going to buy the convenience stores in the black neighborhood. And we're going to take all the money that we get and take it back to our own place. And we're going to build a Chinatown in every single city in America.
Buy again. While we have the Chinatown, on their days off, with a pocket full of money, they're going to come see me.
Yep.
Listen, y'all missing it. That question wouldn't even have to be asked to a Chinese man.
Nah.
All the Chinese men would have, they'd have laughed.
Yeah.
You gonna really ask me that? You don't see it in the community?
Yeah.
They'd have laughed at that question, man. It's only us that's puzzled by it.
Yep.
But other nations, they'd have laughed and be like, we've already done that. Look at our kids.
We're doing that.
We're already doing that. Look at our grandkids. My grandchild is set for college and he ain't even born yet.
I've already left money to my children's children already. I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you speaking about the 10th generation of kids? Right. Oh, okay. Well, we just go keep on this dry cleaning business, and they're gonna be rich when they come in. Hey, go back to it. Run it all the way back. Let it play again, man. I want to hear his answer.
What are we doing right as a culture to where our children's children will know our names? Are we doing things right as a culture to change the narrative of our finances of our children?
Now listen to this. Here's the first response.
I can only answer that as an individual and then see what we and my wife also tried to do and spread, right? I can't save the world. Yeah. I can save the people that watch me. I can save the people that touch me. I can save the people that work for me. I do my best, right? I just look at it as you have to be that beacon, right? You got to be that shining light to change everything around you. Be that leading example.
But I don't think that's anything new under the sun.
Stop real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this. When the brother said, I can't save the world, mind you, who was the subject matter about? His people. So how did he hear his people and think, I can't save the world?
Right.
That's because, honestly, deep down inside, we hate each other.
Yeah.
We hate our own people. He didn't say nothing about trying to save the world. He said, your people, your culture. Right. And what he says, I can't save the world.
he was overwhelmed by the question. Like,
there you go. There you go.
I don't even know the first thing of how to get us out of this condition. You know why? Because you ain't got the answers from God. That's where you find how to get your people out of this condition. Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourself together, O nation not desired. But when you operate outside the laws of God, you have no solutions for your people at all.
Right, no solution there. You don't have the will. You don't have the grit.
Yeah.
To even come together as a people.
That's heavy.
Because that's rooted in Christianity, because every single Christian go to church for themselves.
Yeah.
I'm praying so the Lord can give me.
Right.
I'm waiting on a blessing. I'm waiting on a blessing.
I'm blessed and
highly favored. That's rooted in Christianity. Christianity don't think about nation, don't think about a collective.
Right.
So when you ask them, what are we doing as a culture? Well, I only can answer that as a me.
Yep. Hey, go back to it and watch the ladies about to respond to what he says. We're just gonna chop him down, man. Go back to it. Go back to it. Let it play.
Saying,
No, it's not.
Run it back some.
I have
Run it back
plenty
some.
examples in new.
Run it back a little bit.
Yeah,
right
that leading.
Right there.
Right. So I just look at it as you have to be that beacon, right? You got to be that shining light to change everything around you. Be that leading example.
But I don't think that's anything new under the sun, what you're saying.
It's not new.
I have plenty of examples in my life of people who stuck their foot in the door so that I could pass through.
That's not always out the way we do things, though.
I have a dream.
I think there's a bigger majority of us that are doing that for one another than we are willing to shout from the mountaintops.
Pause it. Now, I want you to jump up to about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And before you start there, go to Deuteronomy 28, and I want to read verse 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
We are going to, the curse says that as long as we continue to rebel, we will be oppressed as a nation and never prosper. That's why when you pitch questions about, are we doing the right thing for us as a people? I'm like, come on. They really want to say, come on, man. You know damn well we can. Ain't nothing we can do to get up out of this situation for everybody. All I can do is worry about myself.
And we should be a bit worried that the same questions that our foreparents had in slavery, we are still asking those questions today. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. From the time that our brothers been on this continent, there have been no answers.
Yep.
So that should tell you something. Every solution that we've tried has been wrong. So what haven't we tried?
Yep.
We haven't tried keeping God's laws.
Exactly right.
You know what I would say from the time of was it Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
Because we started to do it. A little bit of lights was shining. You know, we had great inventions coming out and all that.
In the 20s.
So, right, in the 20s. But what happened? Once our oppressors came in, burnt everything down, not one of us thought to say, you know what, let's try it again. Let's go ahead and tap into what built us, what united us as a kingdom, made us a kingdom. But once that happened, the fear set in. Nah, we got to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, safety is in the hand of the oppressor.
Yep. Right.
That's what happened.
That's why when we go out and teach nation building and we teach it so fervently, it's like the smell of death to them, because in slavery, what did the slave do? They went towards Esau for themselves. To get out of the field, to get into the house, they had to go to Esau. That's why they say, oh, what can they get into the kingdom with us? Why the only way they can survive is for them to get their masters in there for self.
Yep. Damn. Exactly right. It's a heavy point. Let's go to that. About 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's play it from there and listen to what one of these brothers say in a response. Play that.
Have ownership. There's got to be more teachers out there. There's got to be more teachers and more examples, right, of ownership and what it looks like, what it truly looks like, right? Because like you said, you can have a company, there can be a bunch of black people running around the stage and running around the courts, but if you don't own nothing, but everybody else got a Benz on the court, right? The owner might have nothing but a beat up wagon, but he's a billionaire. But it's teaching, right? You have to be that teacher, that example.
But I guess my question is, ownership doesn't stop you from saving what your income is. We're not even saving what we're making. Right. So studies show that the average Caucasian drives a Ford F-150. Then the average African American who makes in between $50,000 and $60,000 drives a Mercedes.
Pause it! Pause it! Bring it out!
Damn.
Get him!
Stop fighting.
Get him! I'ma just leave it right there. Man!
Tonight is your night, brother.
Hey, but real talk, man.
Real talk.
That's real talk, man. That Esau would drive a Ford F-150, wear some broke down New Balances, have on a white T-shirt and some jeans from Target, and have 6 figures in his bank account.
Right. And it's safe at home.
And it's safe at home. And we got on Jordans.
Right.
We got on daggone, what's some just fancy jeans? What's some fancy jeans? Y'all ain't bought no jeans since I came to the truth. They still wear those? Jabos. They still wear Jabos?
Red monkeys?
Jabos.
True Religion.
True Religion. They don't still wear True Religions, do they?
I don't know, man. I bought my jeans from Walmart.
That's it. Big and tall.
Ross. I'm Ross.
Get my jeans on a sale.
Wranglers.
Hey, name some pants for us, man. Real talk, man. Name some designer jeans. Dolce & Gabbana?
Man, I'd rather wear Dolce & Gabbana than his Mercedes.
Gucci. Okay, yeah, that's what I see a lot.
Gucci. Yeah.
Gucci make jeans?
Wrong with you?
Jabos.
Hey, when you ride past those multi-million-dollar house, what you see? Toyotas and whatever. How in the world they got all this money? They got a Toyota.
Yeah. You're right.
Hey, watch though in the hood during tax season.
Yeah.
You're going to see all the parking lots be.
Oh, don't run.
New cars.
Hey, parking lots look like a doggone, what is it called? A parking lot, what do they call it, man? When they sell cars at.
Oh,
car lot. A car show.
Hey, you seen
candy paint, 28-inch rims.
You seen the on Facebook, the sister had a TV hanging out of the back, and she was standing on it so it wouldn't fall out the car.
Oh, yeah,
It was going like 100 miles
on the highway, Polo. Okay, polo jeans. Old Navy.
Polo.
Nobody wear Old Navies.
Rockaware, that's old.
Rockaware.
Levi's.
Fat Farm?
That's
People
real
still wear
old.
Fat Farm?
Levi's.
You said expensive.
Somebody said Levi's?
White Toyota. Oh, Toyota Prius.
Yeah.
Okay, but so we'll have that stuff on, but we broke, man. Now run it back and look what he says right here. This is heavy. And I want y'all to pay attention to this point. This is going back to how Megan Thee Stallion looked rich on the outside, but she said I only made $15,000. And she been on the Jimmy Fallon show. She's performed in stadiums and stuff, and she got $15,000 in the bank account.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's nothing.
But on the outside, she got a chain around her neck, iced out, right?
That's a tax return for most people.
That's a tax return. You got enough coochie. Okay,
You got enough kids?
Yeah. Let's go back to that. Let's listen to what he said.
Income is. We're not even saving what we're making. Right. So studies show that the average Caucasian drives a Ford F-150. Then the average African American who makes in between $50,000 and $60,000 drives a Mercedes.
Message.
So I guess my question is for us, while yes, we don't own a lot, with the income that we do have, why is it that in the next 20 years, we will not have wealth?
I mean, black people, it just goes back to the fact that.
Did you hear that? In the next 20 years.
No wealth.
The statistics show that black people as a nation will have $0 of wealth.
I don't think people know what that means.
Nothing.
Yeah. That means we will be just like we were before.
Back to the 9 to 5.
nothing. No businesses, nothing in your name, nothing that you can put up for, nothing. You are a slave.
The brother said that we
That's
not
it.
even saving what we making, that we don't even make enough money to put, as a nation, we don't make enough money to put money in the bank account and not be able to, not have to touch it.
You know what?
We gotta pay the bills with it.
You know what we as a people always find? Let your mama die. What you gonna do? You gonna be asking everybody for money because you ain't putting out $1 away, and you got to put up a collection plate to bury your family. Are you kidding
Basically,
me?
well, what he's saying is basically we can't afford life insurance.
We can't afford nothing.
We can't save it. We
can't do
nothing. But we this is the thing. We purchasing like we got it.
There you go.
But we really don't have nothing. That's that you only live once syndrome that
YOLO.
we got in this new day of age.
You know that saying that we say, I'm spending money that I don't have.
Real talk.
Come on now.
No,
dawg.
they say the only thing black people leave when they die is a bill.
Yep. It's debt.
For real. It's debt.
For their kids.
Amazing.
Let's go back to it. Run it back a little bit. Run it back a little bit. We got to think about this stuff, man.
Is it that in the next 20 years,
Run it back some more. Come
we
on,
will
man.
not have, while yes, we American who makes
There
in
we go.
between $50,000 and $60,000 drives a Mercedes. So I guess my question is for us, while yes, we don't own a lot, with the income that we do have, why is it that in the next 20 years, we will not have wealth?
I mean, black people, it just goes back to the fact that black people rather look like they have money than actually have money.
Pause it.
What's wrong with
Oh, that cut.
He cut everybody.
Oh, that cut him.
That cut him. Yeah. He cut everybody just now. And it's the truth.
Black people rather look like they got money than actually have money. That's your rappers out there.
Yep. That's all the entertainment business.
That's all everybody that's listening to that. Unless you got your mind converted.
Yeah.
That remind me of this Vine little video that was way back. This guy had a what do they call them? The big Maybachs. He had a Maybach, all white, and then he's walking to the Maybach car with a sister. Next thing you know, big chain, and then he parks in the parking lot, and then afterwards he pulled a whole bed cot out of the back trunk, and he lays on it. That's because he has no money. He's living in the car inside the Maybach. So everything just for show. Everything for show. He got a little bottle spray of water, sprays himself up,
clean himself
up, pull the cot out, pull the sheet down, and go to sleep right there in the car.
Damn. All his money on the Maybach just to look good.
Yeah. That's that whole fake it till you make it syndrome. Living by that really got us poor as a nation. For real, poor as a nation.
Man.
Can't live in denial no more, y'all. Go back to it. Run it back so we can hear him, man.
Okay. Oh, you see the dude face in the side?
Yeah, play that.
Not have wealth.
I mean, black people, it just goes back to the fact that black people rather look like they have money than actually have money. And if you want to,
Hey, that hurt everybody.
Now listen. I say that to say this. Now listen. I say that to say this. Look at Jay-Z. Let's look at Jay-Z.
Turn my chair around on this one, brother.
Let's look at Jay-Z real quick.
That hurt.
And I was gonna bring it up with an example.
I'm listening. Come on, brother.
Jay-Z, when he first got into the rap game, and you can look at yourself on the internet. Man was worth I
was there, so I'm
it was worth about $100,000.
I just shared that. I shared that 2 days
ago. I don't know how much money and jewelry he had on him. Jay-Z worth a bill was wearing just
a black t-shirt
and all that. Like that. So that's the point I'm trying to.
That's deceptive. That's deceptive.
He's not gonna wear. I understand that.
Deceptive. I guarantee you the hero he had on was $500K.
But I'm just saying. Like the flashiness.
Stop real quick. Stop real quick. I'm gonna tell you, we the most rebellious people around, man. This brother that's not in the crowd, he just brought out statistics.
Yeah.
Telling you, you Negroes like to look flashy, but you ain't.
Right.
You like to run. You like the roll around in Mercedes Benz, but you can't pay your rent. He just brought out stats. But as soon as a brother said agree with that, the whole crowd turned
It's a
on
problem.
them. No. I don't agree. That hurt, man. That hurt. It's the truth.
It is.
That's right.
That's the reality.
That's the problem with us, man.
Hey, go to Haggai chapter 1. And I want to read verse 4 on down. This is the reason why we keep trying to look like we got money, but really ain't got none. And we don't know why we can't get no money for real. We can't never get up or get ahead. Read that. Haggai 1, verse 4 on down.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse 4. Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste?
It's talking about the house of the Lord. Go ahead.
Now, therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
Consider your ways as a people. Consider your ways when it comes to me. Read on.
Ye have sown much.
You put in much work. You got degrees. You go to college. You're in the NFL. You're in the NBA. You work long hours. Consider that you sow much time, effort, sweat, blood, tears. Read.
And bring in little.
Because all that money, when it come in, it's going right back out. First off, Uncle Sam going to take 40, 50% of that. Off top of that.
Come on.
And then you're going to have the bills behind that. Then you're going to try to save a little bit of that. But guess what? Some other stuff going to happen. Car going to break down. Whatever it might be. Somebody gets sick. Now you got to dive into the savings. And that little is gone. And now you working, just waiting on next payday.
Hey, then Esau created this devilish plan called payday loans.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
was a slave to that.
I was trapped in that thing.
When you used up all your resources, you can't go to what? You go to the payday loan to where Esau charge you interest triple.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's how you get paid. Your whole check go to me, and what that do? Put you right back in.
Put you right back in debt. Finish it out. Verse 6.
Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Read, here we go.
And he that earneth wages.
He that gets money, that gets the bag.
Earneth wages to put it into a bag.
Into a what?
Into a bag.
Is that the new saying that they said? I got to get the bag. I'm going where the bag is at, right? Okay. Go. God said, go ahead. Chase the bag. Go ahead. What are you going to do with the bag?
To put it into a bag with holes.
Still going to be broke even if you are a rap star like Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey,
you still going to be broke.
She got millions of followers who desire to be like her. Who actually think that she's living it up. But she's actually
a lot of people think that these rappers are living it up. They in videos, they in radio shows, doing interviews, they dropping music. They CD is in the store, and you don't know that everything you see that they got on, they owe somebody already. They in debt. For the way that they look.
That's the same way with the basketball players. Before they get a loan of the jury.
NFL
That's the first thing
NFL.
they do.
They show up at the drive with the big chains and the watches and all that. It's all a loan.
Yeah, a loan.
In debt.
I'm gonna take it back.
Read that part. Go ahead. Bring it out.
Let me get Sirach 20 and 9 real quick.
Bring it out.
I'm telling you, it's the Most High in this. You want to pump music that's against the Lord?
Yeah.
You pump the music that's against
bring it out.
building up our nation. Well, just like what Cap just brought out, you walking with a bag full of hoes.
Yep.
Watch this.
Sirach, what verse?
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Chapter 20, verse 9.
Chapter 20 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
There was a sinner.
There's a what?
There is a sinner.
There you go. You're not professing to be godly. You're not talking things that'll build up your nation. No, you're a sinner against the ways of God, against the traditions of God. Read.
There is a sinner that had good success in evil things.
Come on.
And there is a gain that turneth to loss.
And that's exactly what we're saying. Most High exposing it left and right. She's not the only one. There's many other rappers that's happening. Even right now, I heard earlier 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah,
famous
Juicy J.
Right, they getting sued left and right.
Yep.
Most High ain't playing, y'all.
Hey, remember that show? that we talking about with the fronting or MTV Cribs. All of them was fronting. That ain't your crib.
Rentals and all that. Hey, that's why a majority of these famous people like that, they be having real mental issues. Depression, or they on drugs and suicide thoughts and all that. It's because the Lord turned that thing into a loss.
Put holes in the bag.
Right.
Go to Sirach 29 and 11 real quick.
Sirach, chapter 29 and verse 11.
This is why we got holes in our bags as a nation and can't never hold on. This is why God won't give us no money. Read that.
Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High.
We ain't chasing the true treasure of God.
That's right.
The true treasure that brings wealth is the commandments of God.
Exactly right.
We chasing everything but that. So you know what? God keep putting holes in that bag until you realize, like, man, this ain't working. Just, trying to chase after this American dream, it just ain't working. I need to turn back to God.
That's right.
Read on.
And it shall bring thee more profit than gold.
It's gonna bring you more profit than the bag you chasing. But we so blinded by the glitz and the glamour and the social media posts and the Instagram model and the fancy cars that people don't own that we are lost and confused on what is really important in this life. Gotta wake up as a people. Go back to the video, man. Go back to the video. It gets worse. Play that.
That we feel like we gotta, wear all the chains, the grills, all this stuff to show that you have money, you have wealth.
When a brother used to get a dime, he'll go out and get a flashy suit and take his old lady out to the club. I mean, that's just what it was.
Yeah.
If you don't make a lot of money, if you don't have a lot, when you get that little check, you're going to go out there and try to do what you can do and stretch it and try to have a good time and show people, hey, I got a job. This is what I'm doing.
Okay, so why do we have to feel like we have to show people that? Because to his point, he was asking about saving, right?
It's a mentality shift.
I agree.
The thing that's coming to my head goes down to fake it till you make it.
Oh, did you hear him? Run it back. Run it back some. Run it back some. Right there. Let it play.
Right?
It's a mentality shift.
I agree.
The thing that's coming to my head goes down to fake it till you make it. Where did that even come from?
No.
And if you could
pause it. I tell you where fake it till you make it came from. It came from you knowing in your spirit, this ain't how it's supposed to be.
I'm greater than this.
We are great. How come we the best in everything we put out? Even in slavery, we make it inventions, right? We the best singers, the best entertainers. We the first open heart surgery doctors. We create all of these inventions during the civil rights and during slavery and stuff. Gas masks, traffic light, the daggone 18-wheeler refrigerator truck. We create everything. The damn heater. We creating combs. We creating brooms. We create spatulas, air conditioners. Something ain't right. We are greater than where we are. Where we ain't even got no money in the bank account. We gotta ask family members, can you loan me $50 so I can just make it to next week, so I can put some gas in my car? So what you do, man? You know what? I'm gonna fake it till I make it, cause
I don't know when I'm gonna get it next time.
It ain't supposed to be like this. And you don't know where to turn for the answer. You don't know why it's like that. That's why you fake it till you make it, because you know you greater than your current situation.
Hey, get Deuteronomy 28 and 46.
Bring it out.
Get Deuteronomy. And another thing, the sisters came up with the equation to send Esau to the moon and back.
Yeah.
Even during the racism, even doing they gotta run a mile to go to the restroom.
Yeah. Right.
There and back came up with an equation where they didn't have calculators.
And the sister that get these Edomite hunters from not being lost in the woods created the GPS.
The GPS
was a sister.
I just found that out this year.
Yeah, it was
Black woman created the GPS.
I'm not surprised,
bro.
Come on.
Everything this nation
the cell
has
phone
comes from us. Yeah. Everything.
Black man created the daggone I think it was either the Sega Genesis or the Atari or something like that.
The Sega Genesis, I think it was.
Gaming system.
But like you said, Cap, to your point, we know deep down inside our spirit, we feel that we greater than this.
Yeah.
That's why we run fashion. We run everything that looks cool.
Yeah. Trendsetter.
Comes from us. That's the reason. Go ahead, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 46.
Go ahead. Out.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
These curses shall be upon the Israelites for a sign. Read on.
And for a wonder.
This wondering is what we read, is what we looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
These questions that how come we can't save? Right. How come we can't save money? How come we look good but we broke?
Damn.
How come, so we can't never get ahead in nothing in life and what we do? God says these what? Read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
Go ahead.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
That's why this wondering of questions is the same questions that our forefathers asked during that time, during the time of slavery, during the time of Jim Crow, during the time of black codes, during the time of Martin Luther King, all the way up to today. The Lord said it's going to be upon thee and thy seed forever.
All of those questions and the situations that we in prove, no matter what the nations, the white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, no matter what they say about us in this truth, they cannot disprove us that we are not the Israelites of the Bible.
Right.
That's right.
Prove it that we are not oppressed forever.
Exactly.
Even when we look like we got money, if I show you my bank statement, you'd be like, damn. I would have never thought that about you. Well, I know, because I faked it till I make it.
Right. And these the scripture is true. Like you said, ain't no way they can tell us we ain't the Israelites, because out of all this figuring out how to make stuff, we should be multi-cajillionaires, but we can't figure out how to save money.
Mm-hmm.
We can figure out how to send somebody to the moon, the trajectory and back.
Yeah.
But to put $5 away, that shit escapes me.
Bring it out.
That escapes me.
Damn. You know why? Because that's a curse from God.
Exactly right.
That will always be oppressed. God did, when the scripture says that we are what? We are the best people on the face. We are chosen from the chief man on the face of the earth. We descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Daniel, and Solomon, and Ezekiel. So in our spirit, we've got the traits of greatness, but God won't allow it to come out on that full measure because we are serving punishment in the land of our captivity.
Yep.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. And it don't make sense in our mind until you get the spiritual answers from God. And then once you realize that, all of that stuff make peace. And guess what happens? You get rest. Like we read in Jeremiah 16, you get peace of mind.
That's right.
Now I understand. I got all this talent, but the Lord's holding me back for a reason, because he's got greater plans for me to make it to the kingdom. He ain't worried about me prospering here in Babylon the Great, because all of this stuff going to be burnt up. He's worried about me prospering in the kingdom for eternity. I'd rather take that any day. But you just got to be patient and hold on. Let's go back to that video. We're about to finish this out. Play that.
Where fake it till you make it even came from, and realize the mentality that even is, that maybe you wouldn't even do that. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's what it all boils down to. We have been brainwashed into believing that we have to look a certain part to be allowed to come into the conversation.
Listen to this, y'all.
And be inside of the room.
Listen to this.
Yeah. But if everything that we've said is true, if everything, all things are being equal, are true, then we have a right to be in the room anyway.
Pause it. Oh, that's heavy.
She said, if.
Y'all didn't peep what she said. It don't, if we really equal.
If we equal.
If we got equal rights,
we should have to do this.
It don't matter how much money that we really got. We should be in the room whether we're rich or poor.
Anyway.
But we are not in the room with them when they talk about how to manipulate the stock market or what stock to buy, because this is about to go down over there in Africa. They're digging this. They're about to ship over 50 million diamonds. We're not in the room when they're talking about that. So I need you to invest in that stock because it's going to shoot up. You'll get a kickback about $3 million. We're not in the room when they're talking about that because there is no equality.
No.
There is none, because
All Pressers got a video. It's an old video on how to sell to the Negro.
Yeah, I saw
Remember
it.
that? How to sell to the Negro, because they know. Don't underestimate the Negro. The Negro, though they have little pennies, they'll make sure you push the most expensive product to them.
We gotta find that, man.
You gotta find that video. Find that video. This is how the All Pressers know our mindset. They know they like to live above their means. So make sure the hottest product we got, put that on the out front, because if you do give them anything less, you what do you call it? You basically offending them.
Yeah. Now just think about this. That's a good point. Whenever they want to push a product and get the whole world to buy into that product, who do they have promoted?
Oh yeah,
Black people.
Jake. Bring it out.
Lineup. They
particularly
got
Judo.
us. They got us promoting it for the whole world, because they know that if we get behind
There
it,
you go.
everybody's gonna buy it, including our own people that ain't got the money to afford it.
Right. They're going to find a way to do it.
Now check this, real talk. You don't see white people walking around flaunting that they got on Dolce Gabbana and whatever, Michael Kors and
Christian Dior
and red bottom shoes.
Fendi.
They don't do that. It's us that are doing that and promoting that to our people, keeping us broke as a nation, because we are trying to reach that status, and we ain't got no damn money in the bank account. We ain't got no money saved up at all.
Right.
Hey, what we got in the savings account is the $5 that it took for us to open up a savings account. It's still there.
You're right.
You're getting the letters from the bank. Hey, you need to add more funds, or we're gonna start taxing you. Come on.
Hey, let's go for all you brothers out there that chasing to get that iPhone 10.
Hey, play the video. Play the video. Let's pull it. Play that. The Secret of Selling to the Negro, 1954.
Broke as hell, but he got an iPhone 10.
Play that.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off.
They buy by brand.
So I mean, it could be a lemon.
Even in that interview we showed before, the sister said something about if they following her in the stores, she'll reach in her Tory Burch bag. And let them know, listen,
that's a $1,000 plus bag.
We love to name drop. We'll promote the brand when that same brand not giving our community nothing. We whatever platform we may have, we'll push our oppressor's brand.
Damn.
Got the Burberry belt on. Burberry don't give a damn about
driving
you.
Mercedes Benz, nigga, what you driving?
I got a Bugatti. Bugatti don't give a damn.
They don't give a
damn about you.
Go catch the bus.
Got 3 Ferraris in the garage.
Right.
Ferrari don't give a damn about you.
You saw the video with Game when he got pulled over by police. I'm in a Rari. I'm in a Rari. The police pulled me over.
Step out, nigga. Let's go.
I'm telling you, man. We'll
Sell
push
to
that
that by brand.
and they hate your guts.
Now run it back a little bit, because he's about to say something very heavy, and all of us can attest to this. Run it back just a little bit and let it play. Let it play.
In particular, play a big part in every sales transaction.
Listen.
To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off brands. Buying by brand. That's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made.
That's called keeping up with the Joneses. Spending beyond your means. That's exactly what that's called. Let it play.
The Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
Damn.
The Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer. Of course.
Hey man, they got us down to
science.
Remember the Bible
and
says
it works,
mine
man.
are deep.
And guess what? It works.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Every tax season.
I remember in middle school we used to have the magazine called East Bay.
Everybody know about East Bay. Man, I used to dream when I looked at the East Bay, man. The Griffies.
Oh, man.
The Jordans.
The Charles Barkley.
Oh, man. The Scottie Pippins. Hey. Oh, man. The Nike apparel. Oh, man. It's tight, man. I would wear that like this. And it had no money to get it.
I never was into that, man.
I couldn't get Jordans. I had buy Jumpmans.
All praises. K-Swiss. What y'all know about that?
K-Swiss?
No, everybody get quiet.
No, I want K-Swiss once or
I used to
twice.
wear K-Swiss, bro.
What you know about the Reeboks?
That's how broke we
you know
was.
what you know about the Reeboks from the shoe carnival?
Oh, come on, man.
What about the fat farm with the P going the other way?
Hey, listen. Hey, y'all all said
Shaqs.
y'all all said brand name sneakers. Oh, I was raised in a Levi house. I had to wear my dad's boots, his lumberjack boots.
Damn.
I'm telling you, or church shoes. We had to go with church shoes.
Damn.
Y'all got it good. Judah got it good. Must be nice.
Hey, Captain Red, all praise. Lord bless your heart. Lord bless your heart.
Hey, man.
Y'all dropping name brands. Oh.
Hey, I repent, bro. All praise to the Most High.
Hey, I repent. Hey,
Bobos, Bobos.
But the moral of the story is live within your means, Israel.
Hey, Israel. Remember. I know everybody about to get their tax return.
Yeah.
No,
they gonna be rich.
Ain't no coincidence. The Lord breaking this thing out. Because tax season, you shouldn't have to live tax season to tax season.
That's how you know.
Save some money up, y'all.
Let me land back on this real quick. Go give me Luke chapter 17. Start at verse 20.
Bring it out.
Start at verse 20.
The book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 20.
Because you got a billionaire, you got millionaires that refuse to do this.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even notice that they have the power to do it. Or they do, and they want to maintain this society, this world, this wicked world that hates us. Watch this.
Luke chapter 17 and verse 20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees.
Christ was demanded of the Pharisees.
When the kingdom of God should come.
Right. Why? Because Israel always wanted the peace. Because at this time, we had Rome on top of us, oppressing us. So Israel demanded Christ, when is the kingdom of God coming? Read.
He answered them and said,
come on.
The kingdom of God cometh not with observation.
Not on your time. Come on.
Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there.
Read.
For behold, the kingdom of God is within you.
Is where?
Is within you.
Meaning what? You have the power to activate the kingdom of God. You have the ability. By our spending power, if we was to put our heads together, why we don't have our own schools yet?
Right, yeah.
Own hospitals.
Yep.
You know,
own malls.
We'll never have that, man. It's not designed for us to... We'll never have our own schools. We'll never have our own houses because why? Not everybody's gonna agree to what the Bible says.
Right.
I'm not putting my child in a school to where I know you look like me, but you believe in a same-sex marriage.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I don't care how much money you got.
Right.
The only way we gonna unite, we got to unite on God's word.
That's right.
That's the only way it's gonna be successful. And even within that, we still gonna have issues.
Right.
Until Christ return. That's it.
That's right. Hey, give me Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. We're going to end this right here.
Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8.
This is for us that try to keep up with the Joneses, buy by specific brand, and don't upsell when you get to, don't downsell it when you get to the thing, and you want to look like Megan Thee Stallion, like you got money on the outside, but you're really broke and signed into a bad contract. Read Baruch 3 and 8.
Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8.
Remember this.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day in our captivity. And it is not physical chains right here in Babylon the Great, because God has released us from that. Right. But you are in captivity in other ways, signed in bad contracts, can't save no money, ain't got no home ownership, got a car note, you're paying for everything under the sun. Go ahead.
Where thou hast scattered us. For a reproach and a curse.
We are under a curse. As a nation, we are under a financial curse. God says you will be oppressed forever. Read on.
And to be subject to payments.
What's the curse?
To be subject to payments.
Well, you can't never get ahead. You ain't gonna never be. You know what that means? It's gonna be hard as hell and damn near impossible for you to ever reach that point of paying something off. Is what God's saying. Because the curse says you are subject to a payment. As long as you live, pay off your house. Okay, I got some more bills for you just to make sure you realize where you at in the land of your captivity. Read on.
To be subject to payments. According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
That is why we are in the land of our captivity. That's why it is predicted by 2030 we will have no wealth as a people. The only way we can get out of that, we got to repent and turn back to God and keep the commandments and
that's
the
it. That's the only way. That's the only way we making it, y'all.
That's it. So we're gonna end it on that on Four Corners News. That's where the truth speaks. That's right.
To the Most High. We got. We're gonna give a shout out to the IT, the camera team, the video booth team in the back. We got Soldier Lemuel. We got Soldier Caleb, aka Mercedes. We got
Sleepy Jakim.
We got Jakim, Officer Jakim back there. Soldier Jakim. We got Soldier Bez, Officer Musa, Officer Zion, Officer Azaniah. Who else back there? That's it?
Yep.
That's it.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise. Go ahead, Kim.
Definitely. Make sure to support the people, support the nation. All right, you can reach us at the Booster Club. What's the website again?
IUIC. Fundraising.
Fundraiser. What? Fundraiser or Booster Club? Fundraiser. Okay. Also, remember, make sure you log on. We have classes 7 days a week, 3 times a day.
That's right.
For free. Not $14, not $4, but for free.
That's right.
At IsraelUnite.org.
That's right.
That's right.
Solomon's Closet.
Closet. Original royalties as well. Get all your music. Get your posters, Bibles, your clothing.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right. So stay tuned. Next Thursday, Lord's Will Life Last will be on here 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on 4.
That's right.
News. With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
That's
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Yeah. We're only as strong as our weakest. Prayers go out to all 12 tribes.
Jim hasn't returned yet. I'll have him call as soon as he comes in.
IUIC. Feel my pain. To tell the truth, I'm cold-hearted. Freeze up the pools at pool parties. They underestimate me, and then they try to educate me. You point the finger, but you never lift a helping hand. I'm in the trenches with the blueprint. You just Uncle Sam. Cooning and losing and cooning. I tell my sisters to be modest, but some just want to spread their legs. Too many baby daddies, not enough married men. We need to do better, to shoot better. If the shoe fits you, then it's you, nigga. Mama, don't cry, Lord, so will we see them better days. And all them pills you have to take cause of your pains and for your sleep, for you to get up and do it all again. It hurts. Yeah. Lord knows. It hurts. Alright, feel me on this one, brothers. Check it. Yeah.